Hey, it's Mike Duffy checking in from MoopleEntertainment.com and DontGetHacked.ca. Just trying to get see, trying to get Instagram on my daily live stream from StreamYard. I think we're good. I think Instagram's good. Okay, perfect. Okay, okay. Good day. It is again Mike Duffy checking in from DontGetHacked.ca and MoopleEntertainment.com. Don't Get Hacked. We are full service technology support company. So we take care of monthly monitoring and backups and business recovery plans for businesses. We also do hourly computer troubleshooting, whether that's PC, Mac, cloud services, whatever it is in your technology stack's not working. I've seen everything. I've been I've dealt with so many different types of technologies and industries, and I'm a technology consultant. What I do is I help fix your technology, and we help you streamline your stack, and we'll help you document all your workflow processes, document all your software configurations, make sure you've got all your data backed up. So no matter if it's data on your mobile phone or tablets or laptops or desktops or physical servers or cloud services, not a problem. That's what we do. We make sure you've got com is a full service entertainment company. We're literally a platform for you to launch your podcast, your movie, your documentary, your music, whatever type of talent you have. MupoEntertainment.com is a place for you to launch your projects. That's what we're looking for. I'm a podcaster. I build shows for people. I build shows for myself. We've got a technology show. I got a interview show called Business Speed Dating with MagicMike.com. Um, I'm producing my wife's shows at the moment. I have got a couple clients on the back burner. Shows are being produced. They've not aired yet. So I've got a ton, you know, ton of expertise in technology, a ton of expertise in videography, a ton of expertise in building and assembling and producing a podcast. So whatever help you need with your technology, I'm your guy. I'm your technology consultant. I can help you figure it out and hire the right people to get your project completed, right? Anyway, this is my daily live journal. I've been doing it alphabet check. It's been at least since November 1st, 2023. I'm pretty sure I was doing it before November 1st, but daily discipline, a live video journal of what this guy does in his startup business. DontGetHacked.ca was started August 1st, 2021. And that's also the day I joined MoveOnEntertainment.com as a producer. So, um, the technology show will be coming back because what we're gonna do when we get to Dubai is I'm gonna do live call-in show where we're going to answer phone calls or answer emails or the text messages we get. We're gonna read them on the air and walk through what our solution would be for those particular clients. I'm just trying to get the backlog of the business speed dating with magicmike.com episodes done. I'm editing season 3. There's already a 4th season. It was all filmed during 2023. So be patient. I'll get there. I'm literally editing all day. Between service calls, running a household, running a family, I am editing nonstop. Some episodes are really easy to edit, and other episodes take hours. And now I know going forward, I'm using wireless lapel mics because stationary microphones in the studio don't always work with the pitch of everybody's voice and the type of room layout I was using for shooting this podcast in 2023. But you live and learn, and you learn new skills, and you learn what to do and what not to do. Lighting's always fun. I don't care if you look bad. If the audio's shitty, the audio's gonna be bad. So I don't know. Anyway. Today here's a video journal. I wasn't sure what reason I am live streaming at 10:32 PM is because I think I had a lack of inspiration today. It's because I'm head down for 12 days ago to Dubai. So the stress of, while it is exciting, the stress of getting things ready and not knowing what to expect when we get to Dubai is freaking us out a little bit. Anyway, I'm an adult. All I do every day is solve problems, give customer solutions, give my wife solutions to problems, give myself solutions to problems. So here's a breakdown of what I've done in how many working hours today. I'm gonna give you this tip. If you're self-employed, um, don't be negative about the fact that you work all the time because you're literally constantly working on projects and putting in your 10,000 hours in every single aspect of the job you have built for yourself. So if you may be even still working a part-time or a full-time job in addition to your side hustle. So my side hustle, my main gig's my main gig. I got 2 gigs. They consume all my time. And then the family's on the side. Families first. Families first, businesses are seconds. Anyway, rundown of my Wednesday working hours for January 3rd, 2024. For a startup technology company, always looking for more customers. So we're always looking for more customers. I'm going to put that out there because if you're not sure if you should hire us or not, please hire us. We've got so many technicians waiting to join. The challenge is I need work for them all. Yes, we look busy. Yes, we look popular. But you know what? We're so damn efficient that we don't waste your time. And we need a lot of work to keep a lot of people busy. That is what I'm going to say about technology company and having enough staff is I just got more messages today, other people wanting to work for us, and I'm like, people, I need to find more work in order to hire people. So we're this close, but we need more consistent work. So we're always looking for customers, and that is why I'm broadcasting daily because I want to show you what we're doing in our startup company and why you should hire us. Okay, so this morning I had I had two Zoom calls. We also call those virtual cups of coffee. Two new friends. So um, sometimes those calls take 20 minutes. Sometimes they go on a lot longer than that. Those were both excellent calls. I'm asking business owners what type of clients are looking for. Maybe if I can utilize their services. Everybody can utilize my services. However, you have to admit you have technology problems, and also have to admit you need help. That's the first step of getting technology support is actually knowing that you have a problem, knowing you spent way too many hours and resources and Google searches and YouTube searches trying to find a solution, and you may still not even actually have a solution. Admitting you have need help. So I had two awesome Zoom calls. Then I did remote service calls. So with remote service calls, usually customers are reaching out via text, via email, saying they have problems. And I'm either logging into their computer, fixing their problems, or getting their credentials and logging into cloud services with my devices just to see if I can reproduce the problems that they're having, because sometimes people have issues because they're end users and they're just not actually sure what they're doing. Sometimes there's an internet issue. Sometimes the website doesn't load properly. Sometimes their devices are too need updates. So we don't need to be there on site to troubleshoot your technology issues. I can literally step you through. That's the next one I'll be reviewing. So um yeah, people say they have, customers say they have issues, and then you're like, okay, I can't reproduce this one particular issue. This one user says they have. I've tested it on a Windows 11 computer I own. I've tested it on a MacBook that I own. I can't reproduce the issue. I remote onto her stuff. I can't reproduce the issue. Only she can reproduce the issue. So is that an end user issue? We will find out because I need her to reproduce. I need to pretty much remote onto her computer, have her test issue or test what she's trying to do to see if she can reproduce the issue a couple times while I'm watching remotely, so I can figure out if she's actually using her software like, she's obviously doing something that is triggering error messages, and I've not been able to reproduce it. So, that is spent more time on that today. Um, Text message supports for monthly customers. So, well, I have a client who we just moved from. She travels a lot. She's got a lot of devices. So she's got a bunch of MacBooks. She's got iPads. She's got iPhones, and she wants to make sure her emails, contacts, and calendars are synchronized across many devices. Will not use Gmail at all. So for about 5 or 6, let's say for a decade, I had her on a hosted Microsoft Exchange server, and that worked well. Everything synchronized properly. Everything was great. And if you don't know what Microsoft Exchange is, it is pretty much Office 365, but the older version where Microsoft didn't host it and you had private email company hosting it. She runs a business. She has her own email server, not in house. It's a mail server up in the cloud. The reason we use Microsoft Exchange is synchronized notes, synchronized email folder, synchronized calendar, synchronized contacts, all that fun stuff. It needs to work, right? So you can't really use iCloud if you want things to work because iCloud doesn't really work. Gmail usually works, but then people don't like the Gmail interface. So then our other option is using Microsoft Outlook or other some type of other email server that's synchronized. And I don't know what else would be fully synchronizing calendar, contacts, mail folders, notes, all that. Camera's back. Okay. Okay. So anyway, client who's traveling saying her Microsoft, we've moved her over to Office 365. The reason we did that recently was because the the old email service she was using through Microsoft Exchange was not syncing with the newest version of iOS. So iOS is the operating system on iPhones and iPads. Nothing was syncing properly with the new Mac stuff. So I was like, okay, the way we can really test is setting up a new service, either Gmail, G Suite, or Office 365 account, testing synchronization abilities with calendar and contacts between all of her devices. And then if that works well in a pilot project, moving all of her stuff, and she probably has like a 20, 30 gig mailbox. She's got a lot of stuff, from the old service to the new service and the test. Anyway, it works awesome, except when the end users don't reboot their stuff on a regular basis. So, of course, when she travels between Canada and Europe and Hawaii and all these places, with the new Office 365 service, she seems to have synchronization issues when she first lands in a new place. I've told her just to reboot her devices. Doesn't really follow those instructions. She texted me, I think yesterday, saying that nothing was working. Let's see. So last time she's paying monthly for support, so $97 a month for unlimited phone support, 24 access to the call center, online backup for computer, antivirus on her computer. So she's got the full service. Only one user though, only one user, but she's got multiple devices. So we charge her extra for the other devices that are backing up, right? Um, last time I talked to her was October 19th, Thursday, September 2023. So she's been smooth rolling October, November, December. And then yesterday, just got to Hawaii. Nothing's talking to the calendar. The emails syncing, but calendar and contacts aren't syncing. I didn't respond at 5:47 p.m. It's pretty easy going. This morning, though, I said, "Let's find a look at it Friday and see if it's caught up by then or still a problem. I suggest you reboot your devices." Answer back, "I just rebooted both devices and it's not now working. Easy." So that's just an example of tech support I have to do, is just reminding people that if they want their technology to work all the time, they gotta turn it off, turn it back on, reboot it. Sometimes cloud services don't work well unless, yeah, especially if you've traveled on a plane or whatever, when you get to your destination, if your stuff's not working, reboot the phone. You gotta reconnect to cellular if you're, traveling, roaming, and, Wi-Fi is not always consistent where you are, so you may have a super fast internet connection at home. Go to the airport, maybe pay free or not free, maybe pay like it's different speeds everywhere as you go. Firewalls are different everywhere as you go. When you get to your destination, the hotel's gonna have different Wi-Fi speed, different firewall. Like we can get into talking about VPNs, but we're not talking about VPNs today because we're talking about what I did today. 2 Zoom calls, 1 remote service call with existing customer, 1 text message tech support for our existing customer. I went and did 1 on-site call this afternoon. I was there like 5 minutes because, that particular customer, she's locked out of her iCloud account. So this is what happens when people and they don't like writing down their password, and, sometimes you type in your password too many times wrong and you get locked out of cloud services. And in her instance, normally, if you got two-factor on, that's really your only saving grace. If you've got other Mac devices and you're signed into iCloud, you can usually do a password reset on something that already is a trusted device and you can get back into iCloud. But if you are only using one iPhone, you don't have two-factor authentication turned on, and you try typing in your password wrong too many times, you're gonna get locked out. What happens when you get locked out of your iPhone? You're locked out of your iCloud account, you're gonna lose access to anything that was synced on cloud services. So iCloud Drive, calendar, contacts, any type of that stuff, you're just gonna lose access to it. And you're gonna have some hurt feelings about that, and you're gonna swear at Apple a couple times, but you're the end user who agreed to the license terms for using iCloud. So you gotta deal with whatever stuff that you break and you lose access to it because she thought she was hacked, but I'm like, you're not hacked. It's just you're older, and sometimes people have issues remembering their passwords or typing them in properly on a touchscreen. So, user beware. Make sure you have two-factor authentication turned on your iCloud account, because if you got two-factor turned on, at least you're going to be able to do a password reset and it's going to text message you a code to get back into your account. But if you type in the password too many times, Apple at iCloud thinks you're trying to hack into your account, and they're going to freeze that account. So it's been frozen since October. It is now January 3rd. I literally just was following Apple's procedures, and we went to forgot I thought we forgot we went to their, like, forgot when you get locked out of an iCloud account, there's a website to do the reset procedure. We're no longer being told we have to wait, like, 45 days to get into the account. It said the follow-up message, when I did the procedure today, we got a phone call, we had to type in the code, and then an email we had to type in. I got a message stating that we'll get an email tomorrow from Apple. I'm not holding my breath that we can recover that iCloud account, but we gotta try because that's what we do is we try. So they're aware they may not get back into it, but that was a 5 or 10-minute on-site call. Really straightforward, really easy, not much to do except show up. Customer ex The customer expects you to show up, the customer expects you to give them a proper answer, an authentic answer. They don't care if they're screwed, they just want somebody to confirm that there's nothing else that can be done, so we'll find out tomorrow, I hope. So that was the one on-site call. Then I did continued editing of my podcast season 3, business speed dating with magicmike.com, so I did that. Still working on it right now, so once I get off this live, I'm gonna go to do another hour of editing. Um, MupoEntertainment.com, weekly Wednesday Zoom tonight, and then another Zoom with Connected Leaders Academy. and then I did my workout, and I'm doing my live stream. So 4 Zoom calls today, 1 remote support call, 1 on-site, and just editing. Tomorrow is home theater test. We had a service call on Monday, I think. We went and troubleshooted a, home theater that's not working. We diagnosed a dead receiver. He's bought a new one. He says he can't get it hooked up. So we will return to go see that guy tomorrow morning. Um, hard computer upgrade at a retail store tomorrow. So I'll be showing one of the trainees how to do a hard drive clone, and then a networking event on a Thursday. So again, 12-day countdown to Dubai. Just keep posted because this daily live stream is going to look different when we travel because I'm not going to be in this office. We're going to have to set up office from scratch or shooting this from the beach. Not really sure. Not really sure how it's going to work, but we'll just be here. And anyway, peace out. Have a good night. Hey, Al, Alamdar, how are you doing? Anyway, um, if anybody wants to interview me on their podcast, that's great. Send me the links for that. I know there was a couple that were scheduled before Christmas, but then I ended up being busy because I've been editing literally 30 episodes of this podcast. So, uh, have a good night. Have a good day wherever you are in the world. It's 10:49 p.m. Mountain Standard Time in Calgary right now. I'm just doing my daily video journal breakdown of what a technology startup does all throughout the day. So there was on-site service call today and remote service call, and then just continuing to build relationships through Zoom calls, and followed up with some customers via text message. Some people reach out for pricing and suggestions, and then I'm not gonna say they ghost, but you may not hear a response from them for a couple of weeks, couple of months, and then you follow up with them and then see if you can help them out, see if you can add value to their lives, right? Anyway, have a good night, and I'll check with you guys tomorrow.